Okay, so we're going to talk now about necrotizing enterocolitis, which is a gastrointestinal complication of immaturity. So what happens is usually due to episodes of hypoxia or poor perfusion, the lining of the gut is damaged. The cells that line the GI tract are damaged. Those mucus membrane cells are there. Those mucus membranes are there to protect the gut from the acidity of the intestinal contents. So what happens is the bowel wall is left unprotected and the enzymes break down the tissue. And then because you've got broken tissue, now bacteria can get in and invade the bowel wall. So what does this look like? This baby is, anytime a baby is sick, anytime a preemie especially is sick, remember, we're going to look for symptoms in every system because whatever energy is used to deal with this infection in the GI tract is taking away, we're taking oxygen and glucose away from keeping warm, from breathing, from being awake, responding. We're taking energy and oxygen away from all the other body systems. So think about poor feeding, unstable temperature, decreased urine output, apnea, dyspnea, those signs of poor oxygenation, lethargy. Now, this baby also may vomit, and there may be bile in that vomit because their gut kind of won't move things forward. So they may stop moving what's in the stomach on into the intestine because the gut that's damaged stops. Okay. They may also have a distended abdomen. They have blood in the stool. They may have gastric retention. And remember, they may vomit, but also if they're getting tube feeds, the residuals may start to go higher and they may have redness or induration of the bowel wall. This can get severe enough to actually rupture the bowel. So how is this managed? First of all, we want to try to prevent it. And for preventing NEC, breast milk is the preferred feeding. Now, remember also that it can be really challenging to get any breast milk for that mom that didn't finish pregnancy because the baby was born early and is not getting stimulation for milk production from nursing a baby. So the pump is less effective at that. So we want to be really cautious about how we're discussing it. We don't want the parent to feel blamed, but if they are willing and able to provide colostrum and breast milk for the baby, preemies really benefit from that. Minimal enteral feedings, which is just those tiny amounts of feeding, may help prevent it. They're not sure. They don't seem to increase the risk. Now, if fresh human milk is used, it's associated with a lower risk of NEC. Probiotics have been tried. I don't know how the research has come out with that, but probiotics have been tried. If NEC is confirmed, they stop oral feedings immediately. The baby gets an NG tube to suction to decompress the stomach. They need IV antibiotics. They need IV fluids. But remember, we've got to maintain fluid balance. And it's monitored with x-rays. Does it get better? Does it get worse? If it doesn't get better, then sometimes they have to remove part of that bowel. Depending on how much bowel they have to remove, they may have to do a colostomy, either temporary or permanent. Infants that survive NEC, depending on how much bowel was removed, may have short bowel syndrome, which means if they lose a lot of their small intestine, especially, they don't absorb nutrients as well. Okay, we have finished with premature babies and we're going to move on to post-term infants next.